on your side. This is WHAS 11 News.
Good morning, Kentuckiana. It is 4 o'clock on this very cold Tuesday morning. I'm Brooke Hash. Several schools will be opening late this morning due to another blast of winter. Those delays listed at the bottom of your screen will continue to be there throughout the newscast. Right now, no schools have closed. You can find the entire list at WHAS11.com. And as more nasty weather winter makes its way into our area, WHAS 11 is on your side with everything you need to know. Our Julia Rose outside braving the cold. We've also got Storm Chase 11 monitoring the road conditions in our area with Reed Gaden. But first, meteorologist Ben Pine and Jared Heil joining us now with a look at today's forecast. Hey, guys.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. And Brooke, this time around, it's a little tougher for school districts because the steadiest snow might be around first bell this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the better parts of the forecast, if anything has changed overnight, Ben, is maybe the first folks heading out for that morning rush could escape that steadier snow as it moves into the metro a little bit later into the commute.
Yeah, but it's pretty calm right now. We are still expecting around an inch or less, so this is not a major snow. Let's look at the snowfall totals. We'll get right to that. North of I-64, mostly around 1 inch possible. May see every once in a while a pocket of up to 2 inches, and then an inch or less from Louisville south to almost no snow once we head farther south down to Hart County and down towards Campbellsville. We are tracking a little bit to the north now, Jared.
A little bit of light snow, and if you've been out this morning here in the metro, even a couple of flurries off and on, but nothing too overly intense yet here in the downtown area. There you go, just that lightest shade of white. A little bit of blue showing up close to River Ridge. That's some very light, fine snow, but temperatures are actually above freezing. So right now, no roadway issues early in the morning. The steadier light to moderate snow is just north of us. If you're in Seymour, Brownstown, and Bedford and points north or traveling up toward Indianapolis, you may find some travel headaches this morning from that first batch of moderate snow that's going to mainly pass north of the metro. And then we'll have to wait and see what happens, Ben, with this activity to the west over the land of Lincoln. As it moves southeast this morning, could give us some more snow just in time for the latter part of that morning rush through the mid-morning hours.
As we anticipate that snow, we do have a winter weather advisory until 4 p.m. today for most locations. Those roads certainly could turn slick. I think the untreated roads especially. The temperatures are hovering at or above freezing, which really helps out the treatment that we have out there on the roads. So especially those outer roads, neighborhood roads, where we don't have the salt, that's where we could see some issues. Now see, that main area of snow that Jared's talking about to the northwest still isn't here at 6 a.m. And you can see the steadiest snow is going to be a little bit later, coming in mid to late morning. So I think after 7, 8 o'clock, that's when we'll start to see that steadiest snow. Notice temperatures are still at or above freezing. That really helps out our road conditions. Not similar to the system on Sunday because we don't have all that rain before the snow and those crashing temperatures, so we're not expecting the icy conditions like last time. Notice around midday, 1 p.m., most of the snow is fading away to the southeast. And then our next story, the crashing temperatures down to the 20s this afternoon. Wind chills will be colder than that, down to the single digits at times later on today. So we got to bundle up. Latest Futurecast data showing an inch or less for most locations around the area. Some occasional pockets of a little bit more will be possible. Here's your wind chills heading out, upper teens, low 20s, and that cold air coming in behind that cold front drops those wind chills down to around 5 to 15, painfully cold later on today. It's also going to be gusty out there. Those winds will be gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Right now, a gust of 22 puts our wind chill down to 29. Current temperature, that's good at the airport, 37 degrees. So as that snow commences later this morning, it's going to be coming down and maybe melting a little bit, especially those treated roadways. 34 degrees at 8 a.m. as that snow comes in. Snow will be ending for much of the area around noon to 1 o'clock off to the southeast. At the same time, the temperatures drop to 30 at lunchtime. Much colder but dry later this afternoon. 26 feels like, again, about 5 to 15 degrees. And you can keep track of everything on our Weathercaster app. Just head to your app store and search WHAS Weathercaster. I know, Brooke, you're going to be keeping a close eye on those road conditions throughout Good Morning Kentuckiana.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much, Ben. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, JCPS not decided if school will be in session today. Our live now with more on the district's upcoming decision. Julia.
Yeah, Brooke, JCPS could see its first snow day of the year today. And although the snow hasn't started falling just yet, it is certainly very, very windy out here. And the decision of whether to go to school, delay classes, or cancel altogether is certainly going to be a tough one. And the school district tells us it's one that they will make closer to the time that the buses have to start getting out and getting on their routes. And they say the timing of the system, especially when it comes to rush hour, is crucial in making their decision.
Less than an inch of snow coming at rush hour could cancel school, whereas the same amount of snow hitting in the middle of the day has no effect whatsoever.
And on Lime Mount. Even though JCBS has not made their decision yet, we're certainly seeing the city start to get ready for this morning. We've already seen plows and salt trucks out and about. And as always, if you do encounter those vehicles on the road, please make sure you're giving them their space so that they can treat the city and make the roads as safe as possible for your morning commute. Reporting live, Julia Rose, WHAS 11 News.
Julia, thank you. And you may want to give yourself some extra time this morning as you head to work with the likelihood of some problematic roads and interstates. Our Reed Dayton is out in Storm Chase 11 with a check of the conditions so far. Good morning, Reed.
Hey, good morning, Brooke, and we are on 65 North. Let's go to road cam now. Look ahead. We're going to go up and meet the snow, and right now it looks like the leading edge up around Seymour. I'm not sure how much of that's hitting the ground, but we're just south of Memphis exit right now, or just coming up on it, really. Of course, no problems out here. We've observed just a few flakes of snow on our way up and on our way out of the metro. Right now, the biggest thing you'll notice is it is getting windy out there. Winds are already gusting up some, but temperature is in the range where the salt will be very effective, and we have seen numerous salt trucks pre-positioned, ready to go when the snow does start falling. But right now it looks like the early part of the rush hour really won't be a problem. So we'll continue north, let you know when we encounter the snow, and we'll turn around and bring it to the metro. Live in Storm Chase 11, I'm Reed Yates.
Reed, thank you. And crews with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet will be out this morning making sure the roads are safe for your morning commute. Spokesperson Andrea Clifford is now on the phone with more on what you can expect to see today as trucks prepare to hit the road. And Andrea, I've already seen a couple on the interstates coming in. Looks like we may have lost Andrea. Well, we will get to her in just a moment. Coming up in our next hour, we will get a check of the roads over in Indiana. Be sure to stick around for our conversation with Harry from INDOT coming up during our next half hour. Well, Louisville Water wants to remind you to make sure your home is prepared for the cold snap. Officials say that frigid temperatures could cause frozen pipes to burst, which, as many of you know, may cost you some big bucks. They are advising that you find your water shut-off valve and tag it in case of an emergency. The company says turning off the water in the event of a burst pipe can minimize the damage. Once you find the valve, tag it with a waterproof hanger. You are encouraged to also wrap exposed pipe with insulating material. If your home has a crawl space, cover the outside vents to stop the wind from freezing the pipes inside, and keep the garage door closed. That's to stop water pipes that could be under concrete floors from freezing. Officials say to also consider running a small steady stream of water from a cold water faucet, and keeping the cabinet doors open could also allow the heat to surround the pipes.
And we are tracking that snow on the way. Right now it is still mostly off to the northwest. It looks like most of that snow right during the morning commute up to lunchtime. We'll look at the latest snowfall totals and impacts coming up in your full forecast. Our Kentucky Lottery jackpot to Mega Millions at $15 million and the Powerball at $1.4 billion. Your full forecast is coming up.
The Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education.